Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. You can see steam coming off the coffee this morning. It's so cold. All right, everybody. I hope everybody's going to have a great Christmas Eve. And tomorrow's Christmas already. Okay. Um, Today, of course, is Saturday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, and it feels, let's see, currently it's 2 degrees, or no, 2 degrees. And the wind chill is minus 15. That's what it feels like out there. And it feels pretty cold in here. You know, I can't afford to, or we can't afford to, have this place toasty warm, especially with natural gas. That's awful, a lot of people, are in the same boat. If you turn it up to where you're comfortable, you won't have enough money to pay for it, and I'm afraid what next month's utility bills for the natural gas and the power is going to be. Because, I'm using a space heater in here right now. I'm using the radiator heater in the living room that we always kept in there. And then the other one I bought is over here, right there. And, I move it around. I move it at the back of the house at night. But I've got another one coming. So I can keep this one here and the other one at the back of the house. And then the third one, of course, is the one we already had in the living room, like I said. But they work really well. But it's so cold right now, you're not going to heat this house up very good unless you turn the central, you know. But we're making it. We're staying mainly in the living room because it stays pretty warm in there. And I had to turn the heat pump down. I mean, it's on like 60. Uh, so, I mean, if it runs all the time, like I said, the bills double. And, we're just really worried about next month, what it's going to be like. And I'll be able to tell what I need to do by the bills, too. If I need to I don't know how I could turn the gas down anymore, or if the electricity bill's super, super high, I'll probably have to turn these down some. But hopefully this will go away and it'll get back to where normally is. I'd say normally temperature would be at least 35 to 40 some degrees each day. It's never this cold. Did I go over everything? 72. Well, humidity is 72%. Precipitation is 23%. The high today is 22. I'll be surprised if it gets to that. And winds are at 12 miles per hour. That makes it rough. And air quality is 56. That's moderate. Okay, I've got a video today that I missed somehow. I had quite a few videos for a while, and I put them on privates to get them off of my gallery in my phone because it's using too much space. And it's a drive with us to Super Kroger. We got 2 Krogers here in town. The one that we always go to is really close. I mean, it's like 5 minutes or less away. And we've been shopping at that one, I don't know, 30 some years probably. I think it's been there at least that long. At one time there was a Kroger at the mall way back, like in the late 70s. Then they moved into the location they are now after that. But there's also a Super Kroger. It's on the side of town that's got so much traffic that where all the doctors I go to and stuff, and the hospital, it's over in that area, and it's just always terrible, the traffic. So we don't go there that often. But we decided to. I forget what we were looking for now. It's been about a week ago. But I forgot to send it out. I mean, I have it ready to go, but I forgot to send it out. So I'll have that. A drive with us to Super Kroger today. It was a nice day, if I remember correctly. It was pretty nice. Not like today. It won't. Don't think that's today when you see it. I wish. Um, yeah. Okay, what's for dinner last night? We had the leftover hash brown casserole I made. I just put it in another casserole dish, a small, smaller one at 9x9, and I put a little more cheese, like it needed more on top. I put more cheese on top, and then I made my candied carrots, and we had cottage cheese and pineapple. So it was kind of a neat, different deal. I mean, meal. And we finished off the hash brown casserole. It made 2 meals, so that's what I was thinking of. Made 2 meals. What a deal. And I love the pineapple and cottage cheese. Come on. Trying to get it on nice news. Okay. Tonight I am going to take the rest of one of the trips to Aldi. We got some rotisserie chicken that was like pulled, like shredded. And I don't, we were talking last night. What we were saying, what did we make with that? We got it in, at Aldi, and we made something with it. And we can't remember what it was. But we only used like half of it. So I froze the rest of it. And we've got these tortillas we haven't used yet. They're great value tortillas, and we need to use them. I told her last night, I said we need to figure out something with tortillas. Started to do I was going to make chicken fajitas, but we don't have those a lot. But I mean, we've had them, in the past month or whatever. We usually have them at least once a month, chicken fajitas. But I talked to Joy, and I decided to make chicken enchiladas. I'll make chicken enchiladas and some Spanish rice. So that sounds real good. Okay, today's tidbits was all about this cold spell. Different places, where how it's affecting them. There I go with my hiccups. I wonder why I get those every morning. Can't figure that out. Okay. What happened? I lost it. Okay, time for nice news. Let's see. Inside the 123-year Christmas bird count, North America's longest-running citizen science project. And my favorite bird there, the cardinal. There's no birds out there. I got them some suet out there. But, how do they even, they can't get much shelter if you think about it. I mean, I'm sure they would be in a tree or something. But poor old birds are probably really just freezing to death. There's not that many here, but there are some birds still. Okay, each winter, ornithologists and amateur bird watchers come together to participate in the National Audubon Society's Christmas bird count, a holiday tradition with a purpose. The count, which started on Christmas Day in 1900, is the longest-running citizen science project in North America per Birds Canada, and involves thousands of volunteers stationed at more than 2,000 locations throughout the Western Hemisphere. It produces one of the world's largest sets of wildlife survey data, which scientists, environmental planners, and naturalists use to assess bird populations and distribution changes, as well as support conservation efforts. According to the Audubon Society, the count originated as an alternative to the Christmas side hunt, a tradition where hunters competed to see who could bring in the biggest haul. At the time, hunting birds for sport was a popular pastime among the wealthy, Smithsonian Magazine reported. This is how many birds you could kill back then, I guess. Conservation and Audubon Society itself were in their infancy at the time, and many bird lovers and scientists were worried about diminishing populations. Ornithologist Frank M. Chapman suggested a Christmas bird census replace the hunt, and the CBC was born. Just 27 people took part that first year, counting around 90 species per National Geographic. Today it typically involves more than 30,000 people, counting more than 2,400 species. Well, I'm glad they stopped just, killing birds for it. Okay. Auld Lang Syne. How does that pronounce? A-U-L-D. People always think, I think people think it's Old Lang Syne. But it's A-U-L-D, Lang Syne, behind the history of the song and why we sing it on New Year's Eve. I guess that's the original song wrote, the way it was wrote. Okay. The song Auld Lang Syne is all but inescapable on the night of December 31, indelibly intertwined with the New Year's celebration in many English-speaking countries. But where did it come from and what does it mean? The phrase Auld Lang Syne is from the 18th century Scots language and translates to old long since, or more generally, the olden days. According to Vox, the lyrics have famously posed an ongoing challenge to modern revelers who routinely struggle to recall the words beyond the opening verse and chorus. Here are the full lyrics, courtesy of CNN, but still, with the lyrics focus on companionship and remembrance, it's become a beloved part of New Year's Eve tradition in the world. You can press that to get the full lyrics to it, is what it is. The poem Auld Lang Syne by Robert Burns has often been credited as the primary source of inspiration for the song's lyrics, but the truth is decidedly more complicated, so much so that the Morgan Library and Museum in New York curated an exhibit around the song's origins and evolution in 2011. Click below to read the Nice News article. Well, that's what it said, just more. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, and by the way, I have terrible dry skin in the winter, and I've just been itching bad. This is what I've been trying to use. It's this Dermasil, and it seems to work pretty good, but I'd have to. My whole body itches, it seems like. I got dry skin, especially though my forearms through here, and for some reason my side, on each side, and my ankles and my shins just itch. That wouldn't let. I'd have to use that whole bottle probably in one day. But I'm trying to put a little bit of it on the worst places. It seems to help some. Okay, our quote of the day. Do y'all have, dry skin like that to where it's itchy in the winter too? Joy that is shared is this is from John Roy, the quote of the day. A joy that is shared is a joy made double. All right. Okay, everybody. I guess that's going to be it today. I didn't, like I said, have any today's tidbits. Everybody's heard plenty about this winter storm. I just wish get it over with. Get out of here. Because it's costing it's going to cost everybody money. It's just crazy. I don't remember it being this cold here. I mean, it probably has been before. I'm sure it has been before, but not in a long long time. Back in the day, maybe the 80s or something, like I was talking about yesterday, I remember having to cover when we delivered Coca-Colas, having to cover them with cardboard, and it didn't, because it was so cold, it didn't seem to help. You talk about wind chill. When you're driving the truck 55 mile an hour on the highway or whatever, that's plenty of wind chill if the wind can get in back there where the drinks are, which it did somehow. So I don't know. It wasn't very effective to put cardboard on them. They would break, bust open. A lot of them. The plastic bottles. This was back then. We had glass bottles. Everything was glass, except for cans. We had cans. Always had cans as long as I can remember. Well, I started in about, let's see, 78. I'm thinking it was about 77 when we got married. Somewhere around there is when I started working for Coke. Anyway, so I'm just saying it's been cold before, super cold, but I don't know about the wind with it. This has got a lot of wind with it that makes the wind chill is the bottom line. Like right now it's minus 15. I don't need to be out there. We don't need to do anything. I mean, even if we had an appointment, I don't know if we would be able to go to it because we're just not going to get out in this. There's some snow. There's some snow out there, maybe just not much over an inch, a little over an inch maybe. So I'm glad we didn't get too much of that yet. So anyway, I can just ramble on, but I'll try not to. One more drink of coffee. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this morning's coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. I didn't do that already, did I? I'm in such a routine, I do the same things kind of, that sometimes I forget if I already did it. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great Christmas Eve. I'll go ahead and do my show tomorrow, because we're not going anywhere and just gonna be hanging out here. And I got to do my regular routine. So, but I've already got a video recorded for tomorrow. It'll be a Kroger haul. After I'll have the Kroger drive with us today. So I already have that taken care of. I'll just be doing, and I'll definitely want to do early morning prayer requests and devotions. I definitely want to do that. And then I'll do a morning coffee break, but it might not be a real long one, but I'll definitely get on there and do, see if there's any tidbits, or they'll have nice news, I would imagine, tomorrow, but it'll be the Sunday edition, and there's not as much on it, but maybe I'll find a couple things usually on it. They have at least one on there that I haven't read, so we'll see. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and check out my drive with us when it was warmer. Check that out later on today. So have a great day, everybody, and God bless.